Good day and welcome to Balls of Fire on P&B TV. I'm your host, Aroko Tom. Today we have a show that is as heavy as it is high stakes. Joining me for today's analysis is my co-host, Abel Sunday. We are also privileged to have the managing editor of Sports Galore, Folusho Alade, in the studio. And joining us live from Lagos is sports journalist and analyst, Hoba. We start with the local front. The NPFL Matchday 29 is upon us, and the race for the title is reaching a boiling point. Can the leaders maintain their grip, or will we see a massive upset this weekend? We'll break down the key fixtures. But the biggest story of the day, and perhaps of the year, comes from Zurich. On March 4th, FIFA released an official accreditation notice for the Intercontinental Playoffs in Mexico. In a crushing blow to millions of fans in Nigeria, the final lineup is set. DR Congo is officially listed as Africa's sole representative, with no mention of Nigeria in the official document. It appears the NFF's petition regarding players' eligibility has reached a dead end. We will discuss what this means for the future of the Super Eagles and where the NFF goes from here. And finally, we'll turn our attention to England for a preview of the FA Cup 5th round. From historic upsets to Nigerian stars still in the hunt for a silverware, we have all the angles covered. It's a day of tough questions and deep analysis. Don't go anywhere. Balls of Fire starts right now. Welcome back to Balls of Fire on P&B TV. Good morning, Abel, or good afternoon and good evening.
I don't know why you are still calling morning by this time, because I don't know. Probably I've been in the studio, everyone is so chilled up, and you feel that it's still morning. I think it's very, very hot out there.
Yes, it's very hot out there, but it's so cool in here. I think it's one of the perks of working for P&B TV. Good morning, Mr. Folusho.
It's afternoon, Tom.
Good afternoon, Mr. Folusho, and good evening, Mr. Folusho. How are you doing? Okay, and Oba, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you doing today?
Well, we're fine.
Okay.
Enjoying the best of the weather.
Fantastic.
Down here.
Fantastic. Well, let's get right into it. In the NPFL, it's going to be match day 29, if I'm correct. And we are going to be seeing today, we'll probably be seeing the Wiki Tourist, who has 16 points with 30, who has 16th with about 32 points, playing El Kanemi Warriors, who are 8th with 41 points. And it seems like Wiki is fighting to stay out of the bottom 4, while Ekanemi Warriors is in the top half. And a win or loss impact for both teams. Wiki win provides a vital 3 points cushion from the relegation zone, while the Ekanemi win keeps them within striking distance of the top 4. Abel, what do you think about these matches? First of all, the first match of today that we're going to be seeing.
Well, I think it could go anywhere. That's the truth. And one beautiful thing about the NPFL is you cannot predict it. It could go anywhere. And Wiki Tourists, you know, they are the traditional team. You know how they could play at home. And also talking about the Economic Warriors is another very strong team. But it could go anywhere. That's just the bottom line. It could go anywhere. That's how it is. But I think the strong game that we're supposed to look at is Rangers International. Sorry, Eyimba. Eyimba is sitting 15th, while we'll have these guys, how they call them again. Sorry, let me check my Eyimba versus Bender Insurance. And I think that game will be very, 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 very strong. Because if you are going down to Eyimba, that is okay, Eyimba Warriors, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Eyimba Warriors. Warriors 11th, Eyimba 15th. And Enyimba, traditionally, Enyimba is one of our, should I say, most decorated team in the MPFL. But seeing them 15th at the log, it shows a whole lot about the MPFL. But let me just let me leave the stage for now.
Okay, so Oba, let's start with you. What do you think about the MPFL this weekend and what we should expect from match day 29?
Thank you very much. A wonderful good afternoon to people over there in the studio, and also to our guests this afternoon. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Producer. It's an honor to see you and know you also. The NBFL is, of course, with lots of twists and turns every weekend. In the midweek, there was a rescheduled fixtures between Rivers United and El Canini Warriors. It was victory for Rivers United, 3-0. So, Academy Warriors returned after they had won the previous weekend in their home. Now they returned to play a rescheduled fixtures in Port Harcourt and they lost. Now they are coming to play Wiki Tourist in Bauchi, which is a tough game. Wiki Tourist, on the other hand, had a new coach now in Evans Ogeni. Is now their new coach after Abdul Merikaba had left the job. They now have a new coach, which is a tough one. I must be sincere with you. A tough one for Wiki Tourists because any slip off, they have won just 2 games in 15 MPFL matches. Any slip up for them today in Bauchi, they drop to the relegation zone. Now, I hear Abel talked about the fact that not looking too much for the game he would love to look forward to this weekend.
He's a fan of Enyimba, so what do we expect?
But for me, I'm not looking at any of Bollywood. I look at Nasarawa Ikorodu City. That's one. I look at Nasarawa Ikorodu City. That's one. Then I also look at what's it called? God, how did I forget? God. Enugu Rangers Remo, Nasarawa Ikorodu City, Enugu Rangers Remo.
What about Rivers United Bendel Insurance?
Rivers United will definitely take care of Bendel Insurance.
At Ogbomodia Stadium.
At Samuel Ogbomodia Stadium.
I don't think that will be an easy one for Rivers United.
It's not. If it is happening at the Samuel Ogbomodia Stadium, it's going to be a tough one for Rivers United because lately in the MPFL, Rivers has been terrible on the road. They have not been good on the road. The best they've ever picked on the road is a punch, and that's the one they picked against Kwara United that led to Kwara being managed to Abeokuta. But I want to focus. I'm coming to Bendel Rivers, but I want to focus on Remo Enugu Rangers. Enugu Rangers are looking for a way to segment their status at the continental level. Any slip up, they know that they will drop, and they are playing the Remo Stars, who's got a new coach in Usman Abdallah. His first game was last weekend. He won 2-0 against Katsina United. He's traveling to the Cathedral in Enugu. It's a tough one for Fidelis Ilechukwu, who also know how to play very well, especially when it's in this situation. So I see that one as one of my toughest for the weekend. Another one is the battle of who goes to Continental between Nasarawa and Ikorodu City. That's another battle you need to look forward to. Ikorodu, on the other hand, will hope to segment that record of not losing at home. If I'm not mistaken, Ikorodu is at home. So Ikorodu will want to continue that momentum of I have not lost at home this season. So it continues in that dimension for them against the Nasarawa side, who knows how to use anywhere as their own. They are looking for points to segment continental ticket. Now we come back to Bendel Insurance of Benin against Rivers United. Finidi George has been doing pretty well, especially maximizing all these rescheduled fixtures for him. In all the rescheduled fixtures, he's only lost 1. He's picked up a point, he's picked up a victory, remaining 2 rescheduled fixtures for him. That is helping him out with the result. But how will they fare against a Bendel Insurance who wiped Ikorodu City 4-1 the last time they played out at the Samuel Ogbomodia Stadium? It's a long run. Of course, Shooting Star travel to Umaya to take on Abia Warriors. Well, we're not looking for any tangible results other than if we can get a point against Imama and Makakabo. But we know it's not going to be an easy run But the point will do for Shooting Star fans, especially in Umaya. After that, they're going to play River in Ibadan on Thursday. Another regional fixtures.
Okay, fantastic. Over to you, Mr. Folusho Alade, the managing editor, Sports Galore. What do you think about these fixtures that we are going to be seeing this weekend and in the week from the MPFL?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's mouth-watering. I want to go with Oba. I fancy Nasarawa against Ikorodu City. If you check the log, Rivers United number 1, Enugu Rangers number 2, Ikorodu City is number 3, and Nasarawa United is number 4. So it's only 1 point that separates the two of them. One is 45, another one is 44. So a lot at stake here. A lot to do at stake. They are vying for Continental Trophy. They are vying for Continental Sports next season. So it's going to be a big match for me. Taking place in Lafia Township Stadium. Or I don't know where they are playing right now. Then another picture I'm looking at is Kano Pillars against Barrow FC. I want to see that as a derby. And
that's a pyramid derby.
A Kano derby. Kano Pillars against Barrow FC. Derby, you know what happens during derby, it could go either way. But don't forget the pedigree of Kano Pillars. So for me, National United versus Ikorodu FC, Kano Pillars against Barrow FC, and I must give it to Rivers United. I mean, despite continental fixtures, despite traveling, they've been able to maintain the momentum and stay top of the log. I think it's good for them, and the way they are going, despite the fact that the point between Rivers and Enugu Ikorodu is just about 4 points. Rivers is 49, Enugu Rangers is 47, Ikorodu is 45. Don't forget, I think Rivers here have outstanding matches, about 2 outstanding matches.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm correct about that.
Yes, you are correct.
And that
2.
that will play at their advantage. So for now, they are coasting very well, and I see them with this momentum. I see them going all the way. Good picture for the week. Lovely game around the country, and I hope Nigerians go out to watch games today and tomorrow.
Okay, fantastic. I think one game that strikes a lot of people is Abia Warriors versus Shooting Stars. Abia Warriors is sitting 5th with 43 points, and Shooting Stars sitting 7th with 41 points. A win for Abia, is going to most likely push them forward and secure them, for the continental spot, while a win for the Shooting Stars will obviously see them leapfrog, Abia Warriors, and maybe, most likely, they might move to a 3rd position, depending on how the other fixtures play out. How do you see this team panning? How do you see this match panning out?
Okay, Mr. Tom, quick one. Look at that fixture. There is virtually no time Shooting Star travel to Umaya to play against Abia Warriors. That will get a positive result. Even when we travel to score 2 goals, it always ended in defeat. The last time we scored 2 goals in Abia against Umaya, against Abia Warriors, it was 3-2 that it ended. Abia Warriors eventually winning that game. Now, the last time we traveled, I think it was 3-1 or 4-1 that they defeated Shooting Star. Not minding the current Shooting Star group of players that we have in the Shooting Star squad, not the best kind of results they are showing, especially on the road. It's been a wayward performance on the road. Well, they find a way to consolidate their wayward performance on the road at home. They get some quality results at home, like the 4-1, 4-2 victory against Wiki Tourist on Bollywood the other day, 2-1 against Kano Pillars at the return back to the Lagos Alame Stadium in Ibadan here. Now, quick one. It might be a very tough one, but I see Imama and Makpakapo winning this. The team has not been doing well. There's been a team that has been poised to return back to continental fixtures, especially where they was last season. They were in the continental last season. But we look forward to seeing them going back. But they have had some terrible results, especially in Umaya. But I don't see Shooting winning. Talking about the Kano Pillars battle, well, it's a tough game because it's a derby, the derby of Kano State. between the two sides. Kano's Pillars need this result to move out of relegation. If Kano Pillars is not getting results in that game tomorrow, then they should be thinking of packing themselves and go to the NNL of Nigeria.
Okay, fantastic. I think Abel has a lot to say.
Okay, Mr. Folusha, let me come to you. Look at, I want you to focus or lay more emphasis on Finidi George and his Rivers United team, and having 2 games at hand. Can you say that is already they're running away with the league, or do you think Rangers can still cause an upset?
Well, I think they have the potential to run away with the league. Currently, 49 points and 2 games at hand. That means 2 games at hand is a potential 6 points. Potential 6 points plus 49. That's about you have about 54 points. So they have the potential to do it. And like I said, I was thinking the continental picture was going to be a distraction for them. But Pineda has shown us that he can handle the continent, and he can also handle the home front. So I think they are doing very well. He has shown us that his league victory with Eyimba was no fluke. He seems to have something upstairs, and I think we should be looking at them as potential winners of this league. Yes, Finidi George and the boys.
Mr. Ebel, can I say something, sir?
Okay, go ahead.
Quick one, Mr. Ebel. I beg to disagree with Mr. Folusha a little bit. For a coach that has been with a team for a longer period of time, I think this is his 3rd season with Rivers United. He's not won anything with Rivers United, but at least he's qualified them for continental group stage. We anticipated more, especially in the last group stages of the CAF Champions League. He could not get a single victory. He lost all games and picked up just 1 point. And the 1 point he picked it up away from home. All the games he played at home, he lost all of them. You might give him a little excuse and cut him some slack and say he's not playing in natural form, which is the Adoke Amesi Amaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. He's been playing in Uyo, but notwithstanding, it is that same Uyo that anybody has been playing and they've been getting results as far as CAF competitions are concerned. How come you perform so well in the CAF competition and in the league? You seem to be turning the results for us in the league. Don't be a local champion, be that international champion. That's what Nigerians I expect him from.
But don't you think gradually he will get there? At least they said they can start with a baby step, right? Gradually, I think he's going to get there.
Let me ask you a question quickly. What's the pedigree of Rivers United on the continent? What pedigree do they have when compared to Eyimba?
Well, the pedigree of Rivers United, if you're looking at the last 10 years of CAF competitions, you will pick Rivers United as being one team that has qualified to the semi-final of CAF competitions in the last time. You can't compare them to Eyimba that has won it before. You can't compare them, but at least in Nigeria, as far as Nigeria is concerned, when we pick teams on the continent, you will pick Eyimba first. As been a team that has won it twice, back to back. The next thing you'll be picking on the continent in Nigeria will be Rivers United. They got to the semi-final of the CAF competition. Others have not been able to go as far as what they have done. But making it to the group stage and performing woefully the way they did this season, it's abysmal.
Okay. Well said. Mr. Folusha, I will still stay with you this before I hand the baton over to Tom. Looking at, I still want you to analyze the Bender Insurance game with Rivers. What do you think will be the outcome of that game?
Well, I want to see Rivers taking a few points. They are playing at home. That's a big motivation for me. They want to consolidate their 49 points. And like I said, they have 49 points and they have 2 outstanding
games. Yes.
The outstanding game. They want to consolidate on that 49 points. I know. I don't know how they do it. Most teams that play above in Nigeria seem to get all the 3
points. Yeah. But Mr. Folusha, I think they are more comfortable at home because of the fans and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I think Benidi really want to do something this time around. You want to show people that what he did with Eyimba was no fluke. He's been with them, like Oba said, for 3 years and he has not won the league. I think he wants to make a mark. He wants to set a record. That's okay. If I could do it with Enyimba, I can also do it Rivers United. So I think they want to go all out and get the 3 points against Ben Insurance.
Well said, Tom.
Fantastic indeed. I think Mr. Folusho, you've given us perfect analysis of the table. But we've seen a lot of traditional teams recently. Some of them are at risk, of falling off the continental spots. And you rightly mentioned a team like Enyimba, and we are also seeing a team like Shooting Stars. We are seeing some of these teams. Which of these traditional teams might fall off this continental spot this match day 29th, in your opinion, especially an Enyimba side that seems to be sitting at the bottom of the table?
Enyimba is not bottom, 15th, please.
15th, no, 15th. No, it's not bottom. 5th, no. In my opinion, there's a in my opinion, there's a top of the table, there's a mid table, and there's a bottom of the table.
So you can't talk about 15.
Talk about Shooting Stars.
Mr. Folusho, will you agree that 15 is bottom? Mr. Folusho, do you agree that 15 is bottom? Thank you, Mr. Folusho. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's mid, not bottom.
You have about 5 teams. You have about 5 teams.
I have about 4 teams behind.
You have about 5 teams behind that. Left to me for a team like Enyimba, to be sitting at 15th, then probably you can say that from where they are coming from, that they are the bottom of the table. So in your own opinion, I think Mr. Abel is just a fan of Enyimba United.
Mr. Tom Arokuta, I beg to agree with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Abel, at the moment, you cannot say the kind of personality that they have, that they are not the bottom.
Well, if anybody is not in my side, at least Mr. Folusho is with me. I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay.
Fantastic. Thank you for standing on my mandate. Right now, we're going to be going on a short break. We've said it all about the NPFL match day 29th and its fixtures. When we come back, we're going to be discussing largely and widely about the NFF's petition against the DR Congo. And yes, the Intercontinental Championship, the teams have been released. And what does this mean for Nigeria and the NFF moving forward? So don't go anywhere, because Balls of Fire on P&B TV. We'll be right back. Abel, what do you think? This is the NFF's petition against DR Congo seems to be the most sensitive topic right now in the world of sports in Nigeria. We've seen the DR Congo have been listed in intercontinental playoffs among many other teams as a representative for Africa. And a lot of Nigerians have lost hope that we might see our Super Eagles contending or even making it to the World Cup. What do you think about this?
Me, I think I'm one of them that have lost hope, because I don't know why FIFA has been dragging this whole thing. Because the last time, I think when they filed that petition, that's like 3 or 4 months ago, assuming my calculations are correct, and it's for a serious case of this magnitude, I think they should act swiftly. Because you know that playoffs is coming and teams need to prepare. Okay, imagine how they'll drag it. Let's assume they drag it down to next week or next 2 weeks before the continental this will start. How do you think our players will even go into the competition mode? Because you have to prep their mind. How do they go into the competition? So for me, I think FIFA is dragging this thing for too long. Okay. If you say the petition does not hold waters, no problem. Just say it so that we can just pack our load and go. Okay. It's a very simple thing.
Fantastic. Talking about petitions that hold waters, Oba, we've seen that DR Congo has been listed as Africa's representative in the Intercontinental Playoffs. And the way you are looking at us, it seems like you are already upset. What do you think? Do you think that it's a long shot for Nigeria, or do you think that this is just an administrative procedure for FIFA?
Mr. Tom, please, from today, we will change Mr. Abel's name. His name will now be Mr. Abel.
Hope Abel.
Sunday. Please, make sure you have hope for his name now. Because I don't know what we are hoping for. Football is done. Football is played on the field. If you don't win on the field, don't come and qualify off the field. The painful part is this. FIFA listed those that are about to play the intercontinental playoffs. Nigeria, on the other hand, during the period of intercontinental playoff, we are expected to be playing who? Jordan, Costa Rica, and which other country?
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Is Jamaica there? I don't know. We are playing a 4-nation tournament that period of the intercontinental playoffs. Now, again, FIFA listed DR Congo, our NSC and NFF come out to say that it's a lie, that FIFA has not given verdict, that we should still hope on the verdict that FIFA is going to give. That didn't we see South Africa, when FIFA eventually gave the verdict for South Africa's saga, that it was towards the end of the qualifying. In fact, it was after the qualifying remained one game. That's when they give the verdict that 3 points will be deducted from South Africa and all of that. It's different ball game here. If FIFA is judging that case, it's going to affect Cameroon. It's going to affect all the people in DR Congo's group.
But they did not protest now.
Before the continental playoff.
They did protest.
What do you guys hope?
They did not protest.
Hope
Yes,
Sunday.
I know.
What
You can expect. No problem.
Hope Sunday. How do you expect them to protest when they've already brought out a list? And your own chairman of the NSC has come out to say I think he has joined you in being hope.
Yes.
He has come out to say
you have to be hopeful.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
He has come out to give hope to the ordinary Nigerians.
But do you know why I disagree with Oba? Do you know why I disagree with Oba on that? Because Cameroon and the rest that he mentioned, during the time they were playing their World Cup qualifiers, they did not mention, they did not petition DR Congo. Do you understand? Nigeria did not say anything. When he got to Nigeria turn, and they looked at, okay, there's a loophole, there's something we can use, and they petition. So the FIFA cannot help Cameroon to petition DR Congo. Do you get? So DR Congo need to come out. Yes, I know we don't need to go through the back doors, but when there is a way, you can use it.
Yes, I think Abel has suddenly become a motivational speaker. But when we've seen,
when it comes to Super Eagles, I should.
We've seen, yes, because Super Eagles and Aimba, they are the only teams you support on the world stage.
Yes.
But I think we've seen players like Wan-Bissaka and Twanzebe being mentioned concerning dual citizenship, and the DR Congo have come out and they've said that our own local laws does not apply to the laws of FIFA, and this should not affect anything. And NFF have come out and have said this is wrong. That your own local laws, the laws of your country, the laws of the Republic of Congo, should affect the way the FIFA rules are being monitored. And in my own opinion, this might set precedents for future in the world of football and in the world of qualification if it's not well taken care of. But obviously, we've seen the chairman Shehu Dikko of the Nigerian Sports Commission. He has come out to say, as far as we know, FIFA is yet to give his verdict, and we are monitoring the situation closely. The fact that the DR Congo appears among the 6 nations to compete for the final 2 spots in the playoff is not enough to jump the conclusion that FIFA has thrown out Nigeria's petition. Some nations are also preparing for friendly matches. Things will change as soon as the FIFA verdict comes out. He also went further to say that the FIFA, we all know, has a channel to pass such sensitive information across to the parties involved. The name of DR Congo appears on the fixtures for now because the matter brought before FIFA has not been decided. He also went further to say we are very hopeful that Nigeria will win in the eligibility case, and the Super Eagles will proceed to play in the playoffs and possibly make the World Cup party. You've come out and you've said that there's still hope, and it seems like yourself and the chairman of the NSC are on the same page. And he has further said that there needs to be an official statement, not just to release the teams that are on the line to play for the intercontinental playoffs. Do you have the same opinion?
My problem with this, I don't have any issue with we being hopeful, but my problem is FIFA delaying, because it is the delay that is causing all this. I don't mean FIFA, let's say by January or February, has said, see, well, let me
just hold on, but we'll come back to you. I know that your blood is boiling. You don't like what Hope Abel Sunday is doing, but let's leave you.
Let me land, then you will now come up to your point. FIFA, my problem is the delay. I don't mean FIFA will come out and say, okay, maybe January or February, and say, see, Nigeria, you cannot go. We are going with DR Congo. Your petition does not carry water. Fine, good and fine. We'll just stay. But they not say anything. They just keep us in the dark.
Okay. This is what I don't know who he's telling to keep quiet. I think he's telling Abel to keep quiet. What do you think? You have something to say, and we are yearning to hear what you have to say, Oba. Please speak.
Quick one. FIFA will not give the verdict. FIFA won't give the verdict on time. They need to take their time to do findings, all the work, all the research, and all the investigation properly. You wrote an application, you wrote an allegation. Are they just going to jump into giving you a verdict? No. I saw a report 2 days ago, Wilfred Didi, saying that the team are ready if FIFA call them tomorrow morning, that they really want to go and play the intercontinental playoffs. Mind you, that period of intercontinental playoffs, there's a friendly match, a 4-nation tournament. We have also fixed.
That will pull out now.
The NSC came out, the NSC and NFF came out to say that we only fixed that thing, that it does not mean that they are condescending to what FIFA is about to say. Nobody knows the verdict of FIFA. Nobody knows what FIFA is coming with. But the question is,
Oba, I don't know where you are, but it seems like the network has taken you off for now. Let's go over to you, Mr. Folusho Alabi. Let's go over to Mr. Folusho Alabi, our sports galore man. Tell us, what do you think about the NFF's petition and also the intercontinental playoff list being released, and DR Congo is being held up as our own African representative? Do you think that there's hope for the NFF? Do you think that there's hope for Nigeria? And do you think that there's hope for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
I want to say any sort of hope is gone. I mean, for FIFA to come out and release 6 teams that will take part in that inter-confederations tournament, and Nigeria is not listed, so we shouldn't be talking about hope right now. Rather, we should be wishing there. I didn't see it as very tight. I didn't see a strong petition. I felt we lost our chances on when we did not prepare very well. I mean, during the qualifiers, I mean, trying to go through back door in court right now is like you're trying to gamble. You may work, you may not work. And from what we've seen on Wednesday, it shows that FIFA did not buy into our petition, and the result of that match between Nigeria and DR Congo that would lost eventually through penalty stay. Therefore, DR Congo is representing Africa at the Interconfederation Cup. So I think we should put this to rest and enjoy the World Cup for those of us who can travel to America for the World Cup, and wish DR Congo all the best of luck.
Okay, fantastic. Abel, seems like you have 1 or 2 things to say.
No, I don't. I've said it all now. I've said it. I don't have anything.
That you are hopeful.
Yes, anything that comes out. But my problem, I still maintain it. My problem is why the FIFA had to drag this thing till now, and they have not said anything about it. So just give a verdict, whether positive or negative. We'll take it and we'll just go and rest. That's it.
You have the same stance with Shehu Dikko. But Mr. Folusho Alabi, this has been a problem, from time immemorial when it comes to the world of sport and FIFA. We've seen players that have dual citizenship, and there have been petitions written against some of these countries, and also FIFA has also given their stance. But it seems like the DR Congo have come out and they've said the interworkings of our country's laws does not affect, the law of FIFA. Do you think that this might set precedents for other countries? Maybe we might see some of our players, we might bring them back, some that have dual citizenship. We might give them citizenship, and we might allow them to play for our country again and to qualify for the next World Cup. What do you think about this? Do you think it sets a precedent?
Well, I don't see any precedent being set. I think DR Congo as a sovereign country interpreted their own laws, and from what they've said to us, their laws do permit people to have dual citizenship. So I think FIFA respected that law. It means for FIFA to respect that law, it means they've not contravened any law of FIFA. I mean, for FIFA to just come out and give you the list of people that will play the team that will play continental, whatever, it means they've done their due diligence. It means they have done the background check. It means they've done everything. It means our petition, our allegation is not watertight. It means there's nothing to look into. I think we should just forget about this. They earned it. They did their very best. We had our chances. We play in a group that had Lesotho, a group that had South Africa, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and Benin Republic. Not qualified. We executed. I mean, a World Cup qualifier with about four or five coaches. Yeah. I mean, we made our mistakes. They did their homework very well. They were compact. They were resolute. They wanted it more than we did. We just took it for granted, and we got the result. So let us put this to rest and wish DR Congo the best of luck.
Okay, fantastic indeed. You made valid points here on Balls of Fire for the NFF talk and petition against DR Congo. Abel, I think we've seen the Super Eagles coach. He has come out to say, you know what, I think people should increase my salary. With what is happening so far, do you think that there should be an increment of his pay his take home? Yeah,
I think Chel deserve anything that he's wishing for right now. Yes, he met the team in the stage of comatose, according to Afemo. So the team was already somewhere. But he was able to put these guys together, and we saw their outing during the just concluded the African Cup of Nations. Fantastic. I think they were talk of the town. Everybody want to watch Super Eagles game. So I think whatever he's asking for right now, he deserves it. They should give it to him. After all, he's not asking for too much. It's just basic stuff. Give me security. Give me car. Give me constant electricity, and I think that is basic thing that anybody. Yes, and it's very fair about it. So I think that it's fair for him to ask. So he's not asking for too much. Come on, this is 2026. It's 2026, so he's not asking for too much. So I think it's something that we can just go. But I don't know if Mr. Foloshaw have or maybe have a contradictory thought towards this. I don't know, or if he shares some sentiments with me rather.
Well, if Eric Chelle is asking for, a pay rise, it's not unusual. Every worker can ask for a pay rise. It depends on the employer to say, okay, it's your right to ask for a pay rise, but this is how far we can go. They have a budget. If his pay rise is way above their budget, they might not be able to, come to terms with them. But if it's within something they can offer, and I think it's not so well for Nigeria so far, and they want to keep people. There's nothing wrong in giving what they ask for.
Okay, well said. I don't know if probably Oba, please, in 1 minute. It's very, very, because we need to move to the last segment of this.
I think Oba ran off and is upset with you because you said you are hope. Well, right now we're going to go on a short break, and when we come back, we are going to be moving to the FA Cup this weekend. And what is happening? We are going to be seeing teams battling. We are going to be seeing the matches of David and Goliath. So don't go anywhere, because Balls of Fire on P&B TV. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. It's still Boss of Fire, reaching you live from the nation's capital. And of course, we're going to the last segment of this show, which is FA Cup. Tom, this weekend, we're seeing teams like Newcastle taking on Manchester City, and also Arsenal will be in action today, and also Chelsea. But these games, I don't know, which one do you pick, and which one do you think is the most, or is the toughest rather?
I'm going to go with Newcastle Man City. I think pressure is going to be on Guardiola if he wants to keep the treble dream alive, or the double dream alive as well. And also I'm going to be going for the Wrexham Chelsea. A lot of people might think I might talk about Arsenal, but looking at it, I think Arsenal is going to beat a Mansfield. But Chelsea are the struggling London Giants, like I would like to say, and I think that they might have an issue, especially with where they are sitting on the English Premier League. It's quite unfortunate that we are seeing two teams in English Premier League right now that have new managers, but it seems like there is one that is suffering from the short end or from the long end of the stick. So mine is, to me, is the Hollywood matchup, the Wrexham and Chelsea, and also Newcastle versus a Man City. Newcastle that has been fantastic in the UEFA Champions League.
Okay, let me come to you, Mr. Folusho. Looking at Man City, Newcastle, and I want to look at Pep Guardiola now. He already is in the finals of the League Cup, Carabao Cup as they call it, and now he's still struggling to see. This is the 5th round of the FA Cup. Do you see him salvage anything from this game?
I didn't get that.
Okay, I said Manchester City and Newcastle. Pep Guardiola, is he under intense pressure to deliver in this game, or because he's in the finals already, do you think he will take things calm because he already is in the finals of the Carabao Cup?
Well, Guardiola is a serial winner. I mean, he knows how to win games. He knows how to win trophies. I think if you want to look at, if you want to say somebody is going to be under pressure, it's going to be Eddie Howe right now. Newcastle, they've been blowing hot and cold, especially in their local scene. They've been doing very well on the continent, but when it comes to games at home, they've not been, doing very well. They've been blowing hot and cold. They've not been consistent. So I think all the pressure will be on Newcastle and Eddie Howe. Guardiola is going to be very relaxed. He has gone through this stage several times in the past. He's used to winning trophies. If he doesn't win this one, there's no problem. But Eddie Howe will want to win something for his team because, for me, this season at home, this season in the local scene, he has not been doing very well.
Okay, Mr. Follows, I'll still hang up with you before I come back to Tom. Looking at Pep Guardiola, do you think he can win this FA Cup and also do it against Arsenal in the finals?
He was in the final last season.
Yes.
Against Crystal Palace.
Yes.
If I'm correct.
Yes.
Like I said, he's a serial winner. He has the depth, he has the team, he has the players to give him the league, to give him the FA Cup, to give him the Carabao Cup. He has the team to do everything for him. Now it now depends on his opponent to find a way, to find what we call an antidote to his tactics. So he's almost a perfect team. He has the players, and the players they have the pedigree, they have the confidence. They've been there several times. So, like I said, he's not under any pressure. He can win any trophy. The onus now lies on the opponent to find a way to stop him from winning. He can win anything. The leader can win anything.
Okay, Tom. Okay, let me come to you, Tom. Tom, at St. James's Park, you know that's a very tough place to go. So, do you think Eddie Howe will have upper hand in this game?
Honestly, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. I would like to go with Mr. Folusho. I think we've seen Guardiola. Guardiola is a person that he knows how to create upsets. Yes, like Folusho said, they have not been quite tough on the local scene. Obviously, sitting about 7 points behind Arsenal in the English Premier League, even though Arsenal has a match ahead of them. But when normally the Guardiola we know is a man that once he's behind you or once he's chasing you, we expect him to breathe down your neck and give you a lot of stress. And he has not been able to do that. But I think when we look at the Newcastle side, this is a Newcastle that has been fantastic. They won Man City. I would like to say that they won Man United. I would like to say that it was comfortable, even though I love Man United so much.
With one man down.
With one man down. And they've been fantastic also in the UEFA Champions League as well. Even though some would say that they've not had tough matches, except maybe a match like the match that they played against PSG. And I think their tough matches start now against a team like Barcelona. And so I think that this is going to be a litmus test for the Newcastle side. And they might actually perform well and stress the Man City side. But it can go either way. What's left to me, I'm going to give it to Man City because of Guardiola's experience.
Okay. Mr. Foloshaw, Chelsea Wrexham. Chelsea won 4-1 at the last game in the Premier League. Don't you think that's a morale booster for the Chelsea team going into this game?
It's like a game between David and Goliath.
I said it.
But Mr. Foloshaw, David killed Goliath though. Hope you know.
So who is it? That's what I'm saying. David might just be Chelsea.
How can you say that?
Chelsea is a bigger team when compared to Wrexham.
Yes.
Chelsea, just like Newcastle this season, they've been blowing hot and cold. They've not been consistent in their performances. But despite that, I want to believe they want to prove something to their fans that they can pick the FA Cup. So they are going to go all out and crush. Yes, I want to use the word crush. Crush Wrexham.
Okay. What's
Chelsea picking that victory in that game? Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Arteta and the Manfield Town. How do you see Arteta play today?
I think Arsenal, Arteta, I think that team, they are going to completely decimate any team.
Because I think Arsenal meant business. They mean business this season.
They mean business. You know, when you're in a position that you've not been in a very long time, when you're in a position to either win a treble or win a double, you know, it's quite a dream come true for Arteta. And Arteta knows that his job is on the line at the moment. And we've had complaints where we've said, you know, we have players that have structure. You know, you have players that play with the structure. But also when you see a player like Eze, you know, when you see some good players, yes, we have Odegaard who has been taking the spot of Eze for quite some time. But when you see a player like Eze, a player that can bring instinct, I think that is what Arsenal should go for in this match. I'd want to see Arsenal go all out because we will not want any David, you know, to cause an upset to Goliath. This is not the David and Goliath story in the Bible. This is the David and Goliath story in the FA Cup.
Mr. Foloshaw, if Arteta failed to win the Premier League this season, do you think his job will be on the line?
No, I don't think so. I think he has done very well so far. He has improved every season. He has been able to correct past mistakes, and he's getting closer. He's getting closer. He's been able to show the Arsenal board that what they've been missing all the while was getting very, very mature players. You know, Arsenal has been the team that don't invest in, you know, quality, extraordinary players in the past because they've always been mining money. If you remember the Arsene Wenger era, but Arteta has come in to say, okay, if you want to win tournament, you want to win any tournament at all, you must invest in very quality players. And very quality players cost a lot of money. So every season he has been able to bring in one or two players to fill in one or two gaps and getting there gradually. With 7 points agreed between Arsenal and Man City, I think it's a very big one. Despite the fact that Man City has a game at hand, I think it's a big one. It means that for Man City to catch up with you, you have to lose 2 games and draw 1. Right?
Yes.
That's what it means mathematically. It means you have to lose 2 games and draw 1. And with the form Arsenal is going, I don't see them doing that. They know someone is breathing behind their neck. They know Arsenal, and they know Man City and Guardiola is right behind them. And they have the players, they have the determination. The boys are determined. determined that they want to prove something.
Indeed.
They want to prove to their fans that, I mean, they can do this thing, and they want to prove to their coach that they can do this thing.
Okay.
I see them going all the way.
Okay.
I see them going all the way.
Fantastic. Thank you for those final insights, Mr. Folusho Alade, the managing editor of Sports Galore. It's always a galore to have you here on Balls of Fire. So thank you. You know, it seems like it's a somber day for Nigerian football, but the game moves on. And that is our show for today. A massive thank you to Oba and Folusho Alade for their perspective, and to my Oga at the top, who is sitting beside me, Abel Sunday, the Agadagidi of sports, the Ogidiga of sports, the number one man of sports. It's always a pleasure to have you.
I don't have what to say, but it's okay. Thank you so much.
So while the World Cup dream may have faded for now, the fire here, obviously on P&B TV, never goes out. Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms for the latest sports updates as they break. I am Aroko Tom. Thank you for watching, and keep the fire burning. And good night on P&B TV.